Hey friends, back in the saddle again. How's everybody doing? Been a long time. Been a long time since I rock and rolled. Let's check the mic, see how the mic's doing. Test 1, 2, test 1, 2. The lighting's pretty good. Hairline's pretty solid. How's everybody doing? Let's see how things look on the camera. Corksicle Productions, of course. How's everybody doing? Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a nice holiday, whatever you celebrate, and a good New Year. Sorry for the long hiatus. I have no better excuse than content block. I don't know. I don't know what to call it. But man, I have a lot of stuff to share. Stuff I got for Christmas. Before my last video, I talked about making a top something leathers. So I've gone with top 19 leathers in my collection. And of course, in that video, I told you that I, was for sure going to find a lot more leathers in my collection, and I did. Maybe not leather forward fragrances, but fragrances that have leather in them. And so, yeah, what have I been doing lately? I've been just been enjoying the stuff that I've gotten over the last month. A couple of goodies for Christmas. Doing a little comparing and contrasting between different fragrances. Yeah, so I think what I'm just gonna do is kind of talk about stuff I've been sampling, odd stuff I've been wearing, maybe show a couple of goodies from the Christmas haul. Maybe I'll come back and make a separate video because the things I got for Christmas, coupled with everything else I've gotten over the past month or so, can make a good sized video just by itself. So yeah, stuff I've been sampling. Been sampling this. It's gotten a lot of talk recently, and this is I don't know if you can see that. This is Tobacco Honey by Guerlain. There's some people that love this. There's some people that don't love this. And I've gone through quite a bit of it. And initially, I have to be honest, I did not like it at all. I thought it was boring. I thought it was bland. I thought I might have been able to make a better fragrance. Then I started to give it some time, revisited it after a week, and come back to it, wear a little bit more. I'm starting to appreciate it. Starting to appreciate it a little bit more than I did initially, but I don't know. I'm one for judging. I'm one that likes to just judge a fragrance on its merits alone. Not about packaging, not about, even though I like packaging, and not about price, but sometimes price is important, I'll admit that. But I like to just judge a fragrance by itself. They're charging quite a bit for this. I expected a lot more. I expected a lot more from Guerlain, never mind the fact that they're charging a lot more for it. The tobacco's nice, but it's got to kind of chase it around a little bit. The honey's kind of nice. To me, the honey's the most prominent. Maybe it should be called honey tobacco. But it doesn't do much else. It's not, I don't know. I expect a bit more of an adventure, a bit more of a, olfactory exercise or adventure when you get something like this. So I'm not sold on tobacco honey. That's just for me. I might turn around on it. I'm notorious for throwing something on the shelf and coming back to it a year later and, not believing that I didn't like it initially. What have I been? Okay, there's another one that I've been testing. There's a channel out there called Cheap Imitation. I don't know the young man's name, but he's got a very good channel, very well spoken, and he's always talking about good stuff. So I keep an eye on his channel. And he brought this to my attention. Now, unfortunately, the label's kind of been rubbed off, but this is a Parfum by Anne de Millimeter. And this is one of the nicest things I've run into over the past year. Um, I was lucky. You can't get samples of it. I was lucky enough that I know somebody that has a bottle, and I was lucky enough to get a sample of it. And I've run through kind of half of this decant. This stuff is amazing. Anne de Millimeter is I think a Belgian fashion designer. She's been around since the 80s. I never heard of her, but then again, I'm not into fashion, so uh, but this, I've heard it. I've heard it compared in a different, uh, couple of different times that I've seen it talked about. I've heard it compared loosely to this. I just happen to have this up here because of the leathers. Now it's not a 1-to-1, and but it certainly does have shades of Antaeus in it. Um, this is a beautiful fragrance. It's a cinnamon and clove, and the quality of the ingredients are super high. The blending is fantastic. I can't imagine that Anne de Millimeter did this herself. I gotta imagine she has a perfumer working with her or worked with her for this. I'll tell you what. The more I think about it, the more I wear this. This feels like a Bertrand Duchefort or something, something of the level of quality of something like Trey, or you know, this is really nice. This is like and I'm repeating an extrait version of a uh, of Antaeus made with super high quality ingredients. I don't think it goes quite there, um, but it that's to give you an idea of what this is. The patchouli is fantastic. The spices in the top. It's got a little bit of the jasmine. Maybe the jasmine's giving it a little bit of an animalic growl, but a Parfum by Anne de Millimeter. This has been knocking me out lately. Um, Another one that's been kind of caught my eye, and this is kind of cheap. I've seen it on discounters for $50, $60, not even. This is Burju or Burdu, Masai Mara. You're never going to be able to read that, but this is Burdu. I think I'm saying that right. Burdus, Berdoues, and this is Masai Mara. This one's been knocking me out. I'm gonna have to get a bottle of this. It's the packaging is really nice. I've never heard of this house. This fragrance this decant just dropped into my lap, and but the patchouli in this, the myrrh, this is really very nice. It's a high quality fragrance for the price. Um, what else? What else? I found in one of my decant bags, and believe me, I've taken in tons of decants over the past month, so a lot of stuff to go through and talk about. This is nothing new. This is an older. This isn't from an older bottle. This is Ombre Sultan. Look at how dark that juice is. I have Sultan back there, but this is from an older bottle, and oddly, I don't know how I got a hold of this. It's a roller ball, and the 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 Ombre Sultan I have is fantastic, but this is from an older bottle, and it's just deeper, darker, richer. Um, I would love to find a bottle of the Palais Royale of Ombre Sultan, but then again, my Ombre Sultan, since I got it till now, which has been a few years, has has kind of darkened and richened and gotten a little bolder with the ingredients. So I don't know. Maybe it's a time thing. I don't know. Coffee? I'm not going to make this super long video. I've already blabbed about just decants. I'm going to come back and make a separate video. I picked a very arbitrary number. My favorite number is 19. So I wanted the number low enough to where I'd have to fight to put things in it that I really love as far as my leathers. So I have 19 leathers here. Not sure if I'm going to rank them yet because that sounds like another whole headache. But I'll come back and make a separate video of that. I'll make a separate video of some of the things I've gotten for Christmas. And some of the things I've gotten for Christmas are bangers, like gems. Like I'm not gonna talk about this right now, but this is the Bellamy bar soap that I got for Christmas. This is, look at that. How fucking cool is that? So it's just a kind of an idea of some of the things I got for Christmas. And not just Christmas, but hauls that I got kind of in December. So I'll come back and make a separate whole video of that. Um, and yeah, here's another thing I got for Christmas that um, initially, here's another one that initially I can be very like snap judgment when it comes to fragrances. When Bobby O sent me a decant of this, and I was like, it's okay. It's it seemed kind of uneventful to me. But I got this for Christmas, and I've had some time to sit with it, and I put a dent in it, as you can see. And I've really come around. I see what the hype is about Tiffany for men. This is a splash, which I'm fine with. I can just put it in a decant. But this is really very nice. Worth the hype. I have to talk about that more. In December, our friend Anuj from Enchanté Perfume, out of the kindness of his heart, sent me a surprise package that I was not expecting, and I was really kind of very taken with it. He pays attention. This guy pays attention, and he's this kind of businessman doesn't exist anymore. I have Havana, okay, and I talked about this, and I talked about maybe one day getting, and I even have a mini of the vintage, and I talked about getting a regular bottle. Shit. Okay, just knocked over. All right. I talked about getting a vintage of the Havana someday, and in a care package he sent me a vintage Havana. He sent me a bottle of the vintage Havana. I'm just totally blown away. In perfect condition, beautiful. We'll talk about the difference between this and that maybe in an upcoming video. He was also kind enough to, he knows what I like, and he pays attention to things I talk about, and he's obviously cataloged the things that I bought off of him in the past, and I have a growing collection of shave foams, and he was kind enough to send me Marbert Man shave foam, which is just fantastic, and I've used it already, and it's brilliant. He sent me Eau Sauvage, Christian Dior, a vintage Eau Sauvage shave foam. I think it's a moisturizing extra protection shave foam, and it's kind of weird. It's got this little weird dispenser that kind of like puts out like a puff of moisturizing shave foam. Brilliant, really brilliant. And then he sent me this one, and I couldn't be happier with this one. I just tried this the other day just to kind of trim up the beard, and it smells fantastic. You wouldn't think like shave foam this old, but I guess it's under pressure, so maybe that's why it's held so well. But this is Lagerfeld's Photo. It's a shave foam Lagerfeld Photo. So shout out to Anuj, man. This is really a warming gift. I really appreciate that. Him showing his love to the community and his appreciation for his customers. That's top notch in my book. You can't, not because he sent it to me for free, but he's done that over the years. He's included all kinds of decants and minis and extra stuff, shave foams, along with some of the purchases I've made from him. I had to call that out and talk about it. Oh, there's another thing I got for Christmas. None of this is really I hope you guys don't mind this like kind of loosey goosey video. It's another thing I got from a friend for Christmas, which I thought was pretty cool. I haven't started using it yet, but I will. This is a Yeti cup, and they seem to be all the rage. And this is a Yeti cup with my channel name on it. How cool is that? This is the best. I love it. Jonathan 1970. Can't beat that with a bat. I haven't even like taken the card out of it or anything, but I'll start using that. I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, so that's kind of it. I haven't even picked a scent of the day yet. I think that I will be going with this. I've been wearing this the last couple of days, and just last night or the night before, this clicked. This clicked as far as what it sort of reminds me of, and what it sort of reminds me of is something that I got for Christmas. So I'll be revealing that later. This is Immortel Course by Parfum de Marly. I think I'm gonna wear this tonight. This is a fantastic fragrance. If you haven't tried this, give it a try. It's man, it's brilliant. And since I've gotten that one gem for Christmas, and have been wearing it, and I'm gonna wait to reveal it in the next video. But I couldn't put my finger on where I smelled some of that structure, and this is where I've smelled it. So I'll let you think about it. I'll let you guess where. You'll never guess in a million years what I think this kind of reminds me of. Since that came out before, I would imagine this reminds me of that. So yeah, so there it is. I want to I appreciate you guys always showing love, always asking me when I'm going to put videos up. It's encouraging, and I appreciate it. Sometimes I get stuck and I just, kind of put it off and put it off, but got a lot of stuff to talk about, a lot of stuff to show off. You guys put comments in the comment section. Let me know stuff you've been wearing, stuff you got for the holidays. I always appreciate the interaction in the comments. You guys have a great night. Peace.